Hey guys, what's going on? This is your boy Awesome with INVESTOFY, and in today's video, I'm going to go over 10 stocks that you can buy during this market crash in March 2021. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to our channel and check the description below for free stocks from Webull for the value of up to $1,600. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, one more thing I would like to highly recommend. Please go to this link, sandfox.com/investify, where we have our newsletter. You can join it. It's completely free. We will send you free halal stock alerts on it every single week. I try to do that. I send the videos that we are sharing over here, so you get access to that. It's all free to you. You just have to give in your name and email, and you'll get those delivered right to your inbox. So it'll be great to have you guys on board. It'll be fantastic for you guys too. This extra value. All right, now that we're done with that, I'm going to clear all my drawings. So the first of the 10 stocks for 2021 March to buy during this market crash is Zoom. Zoom is a fantastic communications business. It's created by a passionate founder who is still running the business, who actually had an amazing job at Cisco, right? He was making over $1 million a year. He quit that because he wasn't happy, and he built a product that he's proud of. And personally, as someone that does work in corporate America, that has done remote work as a software engineer, I see more and more companies using Zoom on a daily basis. And they're growing their revenues, they're growing their customer base even more. And you can see their earnings are up 1,600% over just the last quarter. Their sales are up 961%. So definitely a growth company. And I believe that this company has currently a potential of over 100% return over the next couple of years. And in fact, something interesting I want to show you is that even though from its high, it's down by 42%, from its low over the last 52 weeks, it's up over 230%. So at what price range would I say you can buy Zoom? Well, you can buy it at this point, but I think it might trigger down a little bit more and get into this range between 200 and 300 and 250. And if I use my annotation, so you can buy it in this range or even at this current range, because I think it might pop back up from here. And you can put a stop loss at the low of around here, right? So that's like what, 230? And we'll just take a look at that real quick. And, if we see this, yeah, that's the low of 230. And this one is what, 226.3. So you can put a stop loss at 226.3. And I think this stock is going to continue to grow. They have a $100 billion market cap, but in communications and the way that the world is going more towards a digital transformation, and more businesses across the globe are using Zoom. It's not just something used in the US or North America. This company can have a 200 to 300, even a half a trillion dollar market cap over the next decade or so. So definitely a great company to invest in my opinion, and for you guys to look into as well. So yeah, that's what I recommend as the first stock to look at. Now let's get to the second one. Let me just remove this annotation because it's not helping much. Shopify. Shopify is a fantastic website that lets anyone who has a product to sell, whether you're doing drop shipping or you create your own products, you can create your own store. But that's not where it ends. Shopify, just like Apple, has created their own app economy where there are developers who are creating apps, right, that you could use to run your online store. And this company has seen tremendous growth, Canadian company. And if we look at their numbers, right, earnings per share the past 5 years is up 60%. Sales past 5 years, 70%. Sales last quarter were up 93%, and earnings per share were up 15,000%, which is absolutely insane, right? And from their high, which was out here at about $1,500, it has dropped 25%. So it's at a discount in my opinion, but from their low over the past year, it's still up 270%. I am saying that this stock can easily, right now it's at 142 billion. Well, this is one of those stocks I genuinely believe has a $1 trillion market cap potential, but I can see this stock being valued at more than $300 billion. So definitely look into this. And if you are to buy it, you can look to buy it at the current price, and you can just put your stop loss at about 830. I think this is a pretty good stop loss to have looking at a weekly chart, or if you just want to be more safe, you can go down to like 600, 760-ish, right? So great company to invest in, invest into it, and then just hold on to it, because I think this stock is, it's not going anywhere, this company. And another thing that I do look at these great companies is that their hiring methods that they're using. And they're just trying to hire the best people that are out there, the best developers, the best product managers, right? And those guys, you think about it, right? The smartest people, if they're going to join a company, their goal isn't short term to just make money in the short term and then, for the company to go bankrupt. No, they're trying to build great products for the next 10, 20 years. And that's the kind of time frame that I now try to look at life and investments in. So Shopify, fantastic product, fantastic business, great founder who's still around building this company. So highly recommend Shopify. The third company is AMD. I've been investing in this company. I've taken some losses recently because I bought it around the high and now it's been dropping. But I think that right now it does provide a great opportunity to invest in. At this point, it's in semiconductors. There's a supply shortage overall. So I think that this company is poised for a lot of growth. What I do want to show you guys is, again, great sales over the last quarter. Earnings per shares are insane, right? Profit margins are big. It's down from its high of about 20%, right? It's dropped 20%. But from its low of the last 1 year, it's up over 113%. And I believe that with just a market cap of 93 billion, this company again has a $200 to $300 billion valuation ahead of them. And they've been around for years and they're going to continue to grow. These companies are not in this way short run. They're, as more computing power is needed, more AI, more cell phones are being created. Companies like AMD have a lot of potential, especially with their gaming chips as well, and for computers as well that they're doing. So definitely a great company in the semiconductors space to invest in. I'm personally invested in it as well. Also, full disclosure, all of these companies that are discussed here, I'm an investor in them, and I'm not a financial advisor. It's just all for educational purposes, but I do discuss the stocks that I am passionate about and that I am invested in. The next one, the fourth one, is Cirrus Logic, another semiconductors company, chip company that is partnering up with Apple, and it's seen a great drop from its 100 to 77. It's again close to 25% drop, but it's still up 65% from its low. And we can see great sales quarter by quarter, earnings up over 68%. This is what makes me really say that this one has probably the easiest chance of doubling in value, giving over 100% return over the next 12 to 24 months, is that their market cap is 4.3 billion, but their sales numbers are 1.35 billion. So their price to sales ratio is incredibly low for businesses that are in this industry of semiconductors. For instance, if we look at AMD, their sales are 9.7 billion and their market cap is 10 times that, right? So these guys are at about 3 times the market cap. So I can definitely see at this sales, they could possibly have a $10 billion market cap. So I'm just saying, hey, this company has potential to have around $9 billion of market cap. Highly recommend, check out Cirrus Logic. And if you're to buy it, I think there's a couple of buy points here. You can buy it at the current price and you can put a stop loss at about 65. And that would be good. The other could be if you just want to be more investor-ish approach, put your stop loss at 55. And I think that this stock is going to start continuing doing good as the sector rotation is done, as the correction is done, and stocks start to move back up. I think soon enough, we're going to start seeing that within a few weeks to few months, that these stocks will do well. They're going to break through their new highs and continue to grow. So I think this one has great potential. All right, number 5 is Intuitive Surgical. And they are a medical instruments. They are growing like crazy within the healthcare space. They're creating these robotics that could be used during surgeries. And a few things about the stock, it's down about 13% from its high, but from its low of the year, it's up 98%, right? And their earnings and sales have been down, but it's not about that with this company. It's about the fact that they're creating these products which have low margins, but where they plan to make money is on improvements, on updates, on servicing these projects. And right now, with all their competitors combined, they still have more sales and more of their instruments in place, more than twice that many. So the way that they're growing, and more companies and hospitals are going to use Intuitive Surgical's products, and the more and more they will be going towards servicing them, updates and features, right? And that's where they plan to build their value in. And the company is valued currently at 84 billion. I can see this company being valued at $250 billion as time progresses in the next few years. So great company to own into in the healthcare space. They're innovating, and yeah, that they have fantastic sales on their numbers, but it's just their revenue model and operations model that's going to build them for the next several years to come. So definitely look into ISRG. The 6th one is PetMed Express, which is a pharmacy for pets. Now, they have a lower market cap of 648 million, sales of 311 million. Sales have been growing about 10%, earnings growing over 10%. And even though they're down by 40% from their high, they're still up over about 60% from their low of the past year. And that's the thing, right? Like right now, if the stock price is 33.78, it's almost doubled that just a few weeks ago. And I think that this could be a good buy to get in around this price. And you can put a stop loss at about 26 for this one. But the fact is that they have a huge market ahead of them, with more and more products for pets being sold across North America and USA, and that they have a lead on that. This company can be worth easily, in my opinion, $2 billion in market cap. So it has a lot of potential over the next 12 to 24 months and even longer. More people are buying pets nowadays, especially with COVID and depression on the rise. Let's be real, we live in the Western world. People are buying cats, people are buying dogs, just anything to keep them busy, just have someone around them. And so with having something like PetsMed, their insurance plans, their pharmacy, right, they have a huge potential in that market. So look into PetsMed. The 7th stock that I recommend is NVIDIA. These guys are just leading cloud computing, blockchain, AI with the chips that they're creating. And you can just see this tear that it was on after it had this bit of a drop, right? From 300 to 200, it dropped over 30%. Then it just went from that point to like $600 before now having this drop. And I think that it could be bought at this level, but I think it might drop even more. And you could buy it with a stop loss at about 388. But they're a fantastic business. I genuinely believe that this company, again, is also one of those few businesses that could be worth over $1 trillion. And just their sales are growing, their earnings are up. Despite being down 19% for the last 52 weeks, from their low, they're up over 175%, which is fantastic. They're up 82.39% for the year, which is insane, right? And this company has done so well over the past few years, like since 2016. And if we just go into the monthly chart, just out of curiosity, right? And you see like 2016, this stock was nothing 5 years ago. Like you could get it for like $24. And then it's shot up like over 30x like since then. And it's been amazing with their CEO. She came in and has turned things around and what the company has been doing. So semiconductors is an interesting space. It has so much value to provide, but again, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. And I do believe that this company still has that potential to double your value. It's a great stock to own. And yeah, it's just one of those companies that it's impressive as hell. All right, number 8 that I do want to talk about is Integris, another semiconductor equipment company, and it has seen phenomenal growth, has good sales, low market cap of 13 billion. Their earnings have been fantastic, over 50%, sales up over 20%. They're down 12%. See, in this big correction, they're only down 12%, so they're not taking that big of a hit. But from their low, they're up over 163%. I genuinely believe that this company has the potential to, double from this to, at a 30 billion, 50 billion valuation. And you have a few stop losses. You can buy it at the current price, and you can put the stop loss at about 84 or even like get to 80 if you want. And I think that this is a good stock to own. Again, these stocks that I'm sending out, I'm not just saying that they're going to double in value tomorrow, but I can see their values doubling over the next 12 to 24 months. So there's a lot of value in that. And, with you, if you take that long-term approach, then I think all of these are fantastic stocks to have. All right. The next one that I want to get to is Jumia. Jumia Technologies is trying to become the Amazon for Africa. Right, just think about it. Amazon is a $1 trillion company, and they're sitting at a $3 billion market cap. They have 167 in sales, and they have actually changed their model to head more towards profitability with creating a platform like Amazon where anyone can open up a store and start selling their products. So I think that they have definitely the potential. Personally, I think this company could be worth 30 billion. But just for the sake of this video, I would say that this company has the potential to more than double over the next 2 years. And I think it's kind of dropping right now. So if you see over the past 52 weeks, right, it's down almost 50% from its high. But from its low, it's still up in the last year, 1,600%. And that is insane. If you see their performance for the year, it's up 840%. So it's giving you an opportunity. Hey, invest in this company. You can invest at this point. And if you're taking as an investor approach, you can put a stop loss at $7, right? And buy it at 37. Or you can put a stop loss at $10, right? I just think that this is a great investment stock to have. And it's an emerging market. But these kind of companies I would always support just because I just think that what they're trying to do is so awesome. So yeah, it's currently had a $3 billion market cap. I do think that this company will do very well in the long run, and they have a lot of potential. All right, that was number 9. And 10, finally, I have is Mercado Libre, which is the Amazon of South America, of Argentina and that space. And these guys are dope. They are amazing. They have a market cap of 72 billion. Amongst COVID, they were one of the top 3 winners. They just kept on growing. They weren't impacted by COVID. Their sales are up 96% over the past quarter. Earnings are a little down, but they're anticipating over 20% growth in the next 5 years. Their earnings for the year is up 269%, and sales past 5 years. So they're just growing. They're becoming the Amazon. They practically are the Amazon of South America, where there is a lot of purchasing power and even more people than in the United States. So I genuinely believe it's one of the more comfortable bets for me personally. That as an investor, I look at a stock, I'm like, yeah, this stock can easily double to like a 200, 300, even quite possibly to like a $500 billion valuation over the next few years. and they're just a great company. So you can buy it in, you can put a stop loss if you want at about 940. And yeah, this stock from its high is down 27%. Again, as a growth stock, they get hit harder with these kind of sector rotations and correction. But from its low of the 52 weeks, it's still up 248%. So if I'm saying that, hey, this stock has a potential for 100% gains over the next couple of years, I genuinely believe that. I do believe that this company is great and they're poised for greatness in the long run. Just their operations, the way that they're managing things and their goals that they're hitting constantly. So yeah, so those were the 10 stocks that I had for you guys. But because you guys stuck around for so long, heard me talk about all these stocks and annoy you guys, I have a special gift. I have a 11th stock that you guys can go over. And that is this one right here. And Salesforce. Salesforce is a beast. They own, I believe they own Tableau, right, which is a data visualization analytics company. They own Slack as well. I mean, these guys are amazing. They have an amazing CEO, and just the company has done exceptionally well. And you can see that their market cap is only 188 billion. They are the king of sales technology and software. I think this is a company that does have a $1 trillion potential over the next 10, 15 years, in my opinion, just the way that they have made, strategic moves and acquisitions and the way that they're growing their market share, they're leading the way, right? So definitely their sales are growing. You can see here, sales past 5 years, their earnings aren't provided yet, but quarter over quarter, they have growth. Earnings are expected to decline a little more, but it's just a solid business, a great growth business to own. And what you can see is, again, as a growth company, it's down about 26% from its high during this correction. But from its low over the last year, it's up 82%. I do think that this company can easily double. Like, again, I think that this is a $1 trillion company in the making over the next decade or so, but a fantastic business to own. So there you have it, guys. These are stocks on my list, the 10 stocks to buy during market crash in March 2021, plus a extra one, Salesforce. You can definitely buy, and you can probably put a stop loss on Salesforce at about 180. I think this is just a great company to own. So yeah, go ahead. Let me know what you think about these stocks. Please do like and subscribe to my video. And if you like this, if you want our alerts that are being sent out to our subscribers, as a matter of fact, if you just invest $1,000 in each one of these companies, I think if you just hold on to for 3 years, you will see, a tremendous return on investment. And that would easily pay, in my opinion, more than 10 times for our program that we have, that I do run, which is for $497, in which you don't just get these alerts sent real time by me when I'm buying them, with what stop losses I'm using and when to buy, when I'm selling them, but you get access to me personally. You can message me about any other stocks you have. You also get access to a few other things. You get access to our startups. So you can invest in very, very cool startups, that are going to be the next growth companies, right, for the next 15, 20 years. And you get the opportunity to invest in those that I will provide you with. Hey, these are what are being supported by some of the top investors that are out there. Then you also get access to crypto alerts, that when I'm buying or selling any kind of cryptocurrencies, I will let you guys know about that. And you guys get access to our M1 portfolio, which is has given over 100% return over the past 2 years, while including this correction, right? So you get all of that value for the price of only $497, and you get it for 3 years. 3 years subscription of trade alerts, cryptocurrency alerts, our M1 portfolio. startup alerts. And then personally, you can message me about any questions you have about any stocks to look at for you, or how you would want to manage your portfolio or your funds, you know, and that's a steal, because I know people that are willing to, charge $200 a month for just one of those services, like a stock alert, right? And we're giving you 3 years of that. And we have several students who have made that money back on just one stock, right? And then after that, it's just all, you're holding on and you're just giving as much value and gaining as much as you can. And that's the purpose why I have created INVESTOFY in the first place, is that, I charge you guys, this fee for our educational program, but I give you guys immense value that, this is covered in just one good trade that you have. And then, after that, it's just all cherry on top. So I highly recommend you guys sign up with us, just so I can make extra money. That's nice. I like it. But more than that, that the value that I plan to give you guys, that I love, sharing, whenever I know that a stock my students have invested in and it did well, right? Sure, I made money on my end, alhamdulillah. But if you guys make money off of it too, it makes me so much more happier, because you guys trusted me with my, decisions, and you guys went forward with that. So I do think that there is so much potential with our program. I don't think there's any program that's out there that's charging that gives as much value as we do. So once again, guys, thank you so much for your time. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.